What's up guys, welcome back to another Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale deck profile. Today's is going to be Little Red the Wolf Girl. I actually took this deck to a tournament and had so much fun with it and made the tweaks I think it needed to make it really awesome. So let me show you guys the list. For my magic stones, I decided to stick with just white and red. So I'm running 5 magic stones of fire, 4 magic stones of heat ray for light red, and 1 little red the pure stone. For the Resonators, I'm running 4 Percival. I do have Regalias in here, but no other knights other than extra copies of Percival, but I'm really confident that I can hit them because I do run a lot. Not to mention that Percival is really great because you can prevent damage to your J-Ruler, and if you're flipping and they have a Thunder open, it can be really devastating to have Little Red just die to a Thunder. So it's nice to know that if they have a Thunder open, you're totally safe if you have Percival. And if they have something that might be kind of like red-black and you're anticipating a flame, you could just sack your Regalia before flipping so you come out with imperishable. So this really makes sure that she stays on the field, and because she goes back during the end phase, you're totally safe on their turn from any damage as well. 3 Guinevere. Searching off Rook Egg is really important, as well as just thinning through your deck looking for your moons. So I like her draw 2 effect, and with Rook Egg she's even better. For Rook Egg, like I said, it just combos really well with Guinevere. The card I actually like searching a lot with this is Wolf Haunted and Black Forest. I'm only running 2 and I would never keep this in a mulliganed hand. I actually prefer just getting rid of it, because the main reason I have it is because I still run Little Red, the true Hope of Millennia, or the Hope of Millennia, sorry, I'm so used to this one over here, but I didn't mean to point to her boobs either, but you know. Anyway, I'm running Little Red for Grannies, and I do have 3 and 2. I normally like running 4 Little Red, but with Rook Egg, I'm confident I can search it. And the idea is once I set this up, not only do I have 2 Bonsai attacks and the spells, which is kind of like a mini version of the Grim, since I'm not so confident I can pull it off. It's because, you know, Grim has really well set up, whereas this deck is a little bit slower. But the Little Red's totally searchable. You can still play into your Guiber plays. You can get Granny on the field, and originally I thought if I flipped Little Red, I can switch the attack and defense of Granny, because it says when a werewolf enters, it doesn't say Werewolf Resonator. But weirdly, she's literally Little Wolf Girl, and I was like, okay, well, I guess. And so I decided to just run Wolf Haunted, so I can always, if I have a Little Red and Granny set up and I have a Guinevere and a Rook Egg or something, I could just banish the Rook Egg for Guinevere, draw 2, discard 1 while searching Wolf Haunted. You would search first up Rook Egg, of course, just in case anyone's confused about that ruling. But you would search Wolf Haunted, draw 2, discard 1, so you kind of might have drawn into a Moon, which is great for next turn. You now have a Wolf Haunted that could flip the attack and defense of Granny, so it just works really well. And then I decided to run with 3 Guiber, because it works really well with Little Red as well. If you have 3 stones, you can either do a Bloody Moon play, or you can do Little Red into Granny into Guiber, so it's just extremely powerful. And then 1 Blazer. I started siding out the Susanos because a lot of people at my local stopped playing Bahamut, and instead of maining 1 Susano for like the Guiber interactions or the Bahamut, I just main 1 Blazer now, and I side the Susano so I could just switch them out if they are using dragons. For the spells, I have 3 Excalibur and 3 of the Demon Sword. Just like I mentioned in my Dracula deck, I think 3 of each of these are fine. You mainly want to use it just for the imperishable on Little Red. It's not really for the damage. The only reason I still ran with Demon Sword, even though she already has the swiftness, is because of the 200 more damage with her effect. Because if you have even 1 of these during your draw and you go tap, untap, tap again, her enter effect goes from 800 to 1200, which kills a Guiber. So I thought it was actually really important to still have access to that buffed up damage off her effect, but I didn't want to run 4 and 4 because the target attack on Excalibur is wasted too. You're always going to want to just go in with the enter, destroy whatever's in your way, and swing for however much attack you've buffed up her Little Red to. So it's really kind of more important just for that aspect, and not because you're just trying to go crazy with all this damage. It's just nice to have, but I like the imperishable on it more than anything. 4 Thunders, self-explanatory. I run 2 splits. If you're going against a deck that has a lot of Resonators, something like maybe a Grim deck or anything like that that just sets up a really big field, I have Flame King Shouts sided, but I wanted a main deck win condition if they were kind of having enough Resonators so that even after my enter with Little Red, they could just block her and she would either most likely die or not get any damage in. So I decided to run split so that if they are running that kind of deck, I already have a main deck win condition for that kind of deck, and I can side into Flame King Shouts to give me an even higher chance of winning. And then for Bloody Moon, to just help her deactivate. It's also nice to control her stones. It's playing in a format where we weren't using Regalias. It was nice to go against decks like Dracula or Abdul, and they would have a Grublesta, and you just blow it up, and it just feels really good because I miss doing that. And then 2 Bonsai attack just because there is a lot of low drop Resonators that you can buff up and go for game with, so I just decided to run 2 over 3. 3 would be a little too much, so I was just totally fine with 2. For the side deck, I'm running 2 Speaker of Creation just in case I'm running against a faster deck and I need to get to my moons really quickly. I can side this in to search them out. 3 Loop Gurus. This is not only to switch the attack on Granny, but it's also because it combos really well with Flame King Shout. I didn't want to main deck them because I felt like they were a little too cloggy since their cost is really high. I mean, for 3 I can do a little red into a Gwyber play like I mentioned, so 3 seems a little hefty. But if you're getting it free with Flame King Shout, I think that's great. The 1 Susanoo I mentioned, of course, Rapid Decay, a Duel of Truth, and a Crime and Punishment. I didn't want to double up on any of these because I don't think the deck needs it, but I decided 1 of each wouldn't hurt. 2 Volcano, of course, for Vlad. I have been seeing Vlad being played a lot more, and I keep putting this in my side deck, and I don't think I'm going to take it out anytime soon. It's just really good. 3 Flame King Shout, once again against those like really aggro decks that just either ramp really quickly or just put a bunch of monsters on board. And 1 Genesis Creation on the off chance that I'm going against a lot of addition hate and I need my moons back. This lets you get your moon back and destroy another stone and trigger the enter for little reds deactivate. And if you're going against something else that maybe runs Bloody Moons in the side or something, and they're trying to get your stone count low so you can't afford the Bloody Moons, this will even get your stone back, so it's not horrible. I like having the access to 1. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys do want a copy of the list, just check out the Too Long Didn't Watch version, which will be in the description. I go through it extremely quickly, so I hope it's not too inconvenient to follow up with another video that's a little bit shorter. If you guys do have any other questions or suggestions, though, I'm totally free to answer them in the comments below. So either leave a comment or hit me up on Facebook. Either one will work. I don't mind ever answering any of your questions. I like talking to all you guys. I actually do get a lot of messages, and it feels good. Every time I get one, I'm like, wow, this person actually went out of their way to talk to me. I don't know why, since I'm not that great or special in any possible way, but you guys really make me feel that way, so it makes me really happy. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, because I have 2 more deck profiles coming this week with all of CMF finishing up next week, and I'll catch you guys next time.